In this video, we're going to be looking at a formula which allows you to work out the area of any triangle. Now, there's a certain amount of information you need to know in order to be able to work out the area of a triangle. So here I've got a triangle and it's got the right amount of information for me to work out the area. It's got two sides and an angle. You can say side, angle, side to help you remember. And in this situation, you can work out the area of this triangle. So you need the angle and you need the two adjacent sides known to you. Okay, so we've got the formula here. Area equals half AB sine C. Now, what are these letters A, B, and capital C? If you haven't watched my video on sine rule and cosine rule, where I show you how to label the triangle, go back and have a look at that. Okay, so if you remember correctly, the angles are labeled as capital letters. Now, in the formula, we've only got one capital letter, and that's capital C. So it makes sense to label the angle we know as capital C. And of course, the side opposite that will be a little c. For the other two angles, it doesn't matter which way around you do it. And the next step is simply fill in the formula. So you have area equals half times 5 times 10 times sine 20. And that gives us 8.55 to 3 significant figures. And it's as simple as that. Okay, so here I've got some triangles. And I'd like you to identify which ones can we work out the area for. Which ones have we got enough information to work out the area? Okay, so let's have a look at A then. Now we've got an angle, but we haven't got the two adjacent sides. Although we've got two sides, they're not adjacent to the angle, so you can't use the formula here. You might have to use the sine rule or the cosine rule. You'll have to use the sine rule first to help work out another angle, and then go ahead and use the half AB sine C formula. Okay, let's look at B. If you notice, the angle, which is 25, has got two adjacent sides. So here we can work out the area of this triangle. And let's have a look at C. There's two sides known, but the angle between them is not known. So at the moment, we can't use the formula. However, we have got two angles known. So we can work out the third angle, as angles in a triangle add up to 180. And once you've done that, you will have an angle with two adjacent sides known. And the last one, you should have said yes, because you've got an angle with two adjacent sides known. You can work out the area of this triangle. Okay, so here we've got a question to try. If you want to have a go, just pause the video. Okay, so let's start by writing the formula for area of a triangle. Area equals half AB sine C. Okay, so let's label this triangle. Of course, the angle is going to have to be capital C. And we'll simply fill it in. And putting it into the calculator gives us 48.2 to 3 significant figures. So in this question, we need to work out an angle. But we've been given the area. The area is 10 centimeters squared. So let's start by labeling this triangle. Okay, so we have the formula area equals half AB sine C. And we'll start by filling it in. So we have sine x equals a half. And at this point, you should know you need to do the inverse sine. That's shift sine on your calculator. And that gives us x equals 30 degrees exactly. And there we have it. I hope you found that video useful. Support us by liking, subscribing, and share this with your friends. And if you still got some more questions on anything, drop a post on our forum at examqa.com where you'll find your questions answered.